So let's start. Today, we're going to discuss to you easy way to understand income and business taxation regarding professional tax. So what is professional tax? A professional like doctor, engineer, accountant, bookkeeper, lawyer, financial analyst, director, actress, actors, etc. earning money from business other than as an employee will pay an outright tax of 8% or based on the withholding tax table, whichever is lower. An outright tax of 8% can also be used by sole proprietor and by professional or general partnership as long as their net sales will not exceed 3 million pesos. Before train law becomes a law, professional tax of professionals and withholding tax of sole proprietors and general partnership computation of tax is different. Sale should be deducted first the cost of sales and all expenses before you can compute the tax applicable to professionals, sole proprietor, and partnership. But today, it's more simpler. Just remember that if sale is not exceeding 3 million, then 8% is the outright tax. No need further analysis. If it exceeds, then use withholding tax table. Get it? Again, how to compute? If sales is not exceeding 3 million, then 8% is the outright tax. No need further analysis. If it exceeds, use withholding tax table. And this one is the example of the withholding tax table. So for example, your business is a sole proprietorship or partnership, and you are earning less than 250,000, then you need not to pay any income tax. Okay? But if your income is 250,000 to 400,000, the exceeding amount for the 400,000 or 400 minus 250,000 will be the one who will have the multiplier of 20%. Okay? So 150 times 20%. It is only for the years or inclusive for the year 2018 to 2022. And on beginning of 2023, the percentage of 20% will decrease to 15%. What if the income exceeds 400,000 to 800,000? So the bracket now is 400,000 to 300,000. Then the basis now will be, for example, you earn 720,000, then 720 minus 400,000. So the 400,000 is 30,000, and then the exceeding for the 720, which is 320, will be multiplied by 25%. Okay? For the next tax rate for the beginning of 2023, the tax exceeding 400,000 will now only be 22,500. And the exceed amount from 720 minus 400,000 will now be multiplied to 20%, and so on and so forth. What about if the business is a professional? As clearly defined, whatever amount, 3 million exceeding 3 million, you're going to use now this bracket. So it will fall here. So 3 million, for example, you have 3,100,000. So 3 million, the 2 million will be will be 490,000, and then the remaining 1,100,000 will be multiplied by 32%, and so on and so forth. So you will use this withholding tax table if ever it exceeds your 3 million earnings. Okay, so example number 1. Eileen is a professional doctor having her own clinic and receiving a salary of 100,000 per month. So what will be the computation? So it will be like this. 100,000 times 8% is equals to 8,000. So the annual professional tax will be 8,000 multiplied by 12 months. It will be 96,000. Okay, for the number 2 example, suppose that Miss Eileen is a professional with gross receipt of 3 million annually. So the monthly professional tax of Miss Eileen is 240,000. divided by 12 is equals to 20,000. For the annual professional tax, 3 million times 8% will be 240,000. But if it exceeds, you will use now the table. Next, Eileen, here the sample is sole proprietor having a gross sale of 150,000 per annum. 155,000 per annum. So there will be no computation since income is only 155,000 per annum, where she earns only 12,916.67 per month. So remember, a sole proprietor needs to compute her tax just like a withholding tax. Her income yearly does not exceed 250,000, which under tax law is exempted. Okay. For the example number 4, so with this problem, Eileen is both employee and professional, having her own business. So as an employee, she received a 40,000 income monthly and yearly income of 1 million on her business. So with this problem, it depends upon how Eileen pay her taxes to the government. So if as professional, as long as total earnings does not exceed 3M, then she needs to pay 8%. So the computation will be or should be like this. She can compute through the monthly professional tax of 118,000 divided by 12. So 9,866.67 is monthly professional uh, earnings. Okay. Annual professional tax will be 1 million plus the 40,000 that she earned monthly multiplied by 12. So 1,480,000 times 8% is equals to 118,400. What you need to do is to add both his income in the company and her income in the business. So the annual professional tax will be 118,400. So if she's going to compute like as an employee, she need to take a look at the withholding tax table and proceed with the computation intended for employee sole proprietorship and general partnership. So it will be like this. So you add the 480,000 plus 1 million. So the gross compensation income of 1,480,000, add the other income, and then the total of these two, then you deduct the allowances given by the government. Because there is no other income, so the allowances given by the government is also zero. Then the government contribution, which is the SSS, this one, PhilHealth and Pag-ibig. So for the SSS, she had 800 multiplied by 12, which is 9,600 yearly. For the PhilHealth, she had 900 multiplied by 12, which is 10,800. So for the Pag-ibig, so whatever her income is, she will pay a contribution of 100 pesos monthly. So 100 multiplied by 12 is equals to 1,2. So if you add these three government contribution, it will become 21,600 annual government contribution. So you just deduct this one from the total gross income. So you will have a taxable income of 1,458,400. So how to compute the annual withholding tax? So see table. So the basis of 800,000 is 130,000 and the remaining amount from deducting 800 minus 1,458, so it will become 58,400. So based on the table, it is 30%. So the amount is 197,520. Add the 130,000. So she will pay an annual tax of 327,520 and the monthly withholding tax of 27,293.33. So if I'm Eileen, then Instead of using the withholding tax table, because my earnings does not exceed yet 3 million, then I will use annual professional tax of 8%. Okay, so that's the end of Module 4, so on professional tax. I hope you learned something from me. Bye-bye.